Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're doing a pick a card reading about how your specific person is feeling during this Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Now, Mercury retrograde always brings communication chaos and also the past resurfacing, but in Cancer, the energy gets deeply emotional and personal. Cancer rules the home, family, memory, nurturing, and emotional security. So all of that retrograde energy is running through those areas in a much more intimate way than usual. During this time, you may notice heightened nostalgia, old memories flooding back, and past emotional situations coming back up to be healed or finally closed out. People tend to feel more sensitive and reactive. Childhood patterns start showing up in present relationships, and the people from your emotional past have a funny way of finding their way back. There can also be some difficulty expressing what you actually are feeling clearly, and misunderstandings in close relationships are also more prone to happen, especially around needs and emotions. That is very common right now. If you don't have a specific person in mind, don't worry at all. Whatever pile you feel called to could still carry a message for you about someone who has been thinking about you recently. I'm going to tap in and share how this person feels about you right now and whether they're likely to take action. So just connect with whatever pile is calling out to you the most, and you can use the timestamps in the description box to jump straight to your reading. Before we dive in, I do want to mention that I offer a variety of personal readings over on my website covering love, money, life purpose, and even messages from your spirit team. If you feel called to go deeper than these general messages here, I created a special discount code for Mercury retrograde season. Use code MERCURY for 15% off your personal reading order at checkout. Okay, now that we have that covered, let's get into it. I will see you in your pile. Hi, pile number one. Welcome to your pick a card reading. We're going to be talking about the person on your mind or the person whose mind that you're on and how they feel about you during this Mercury retrograde, and also if they're likely to take action towards you as well. All right. So for pile number one, I do have some zodiac signs that could be either your sign or the person that we're going to be talking about today. So the signs that I do have are Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, and Pisces. Okay. And right off the bat, your person that we're talking about today, we have conjunction. So very positive person in your life to be connected to, okay? Even if you guys are going through some ups or downs or challenges, or there's like a lack of communication, you could be in separation with this person. It feels like you guys joining forces is very faded, and there's something very meaningful of having each other or being in some type of connection or partnership, okay? So no matter where you guys are left off at, whether you guys are speaking, things are good or things may be bad, it just feels like this person and you are meant to be in this lifetime. And you guys have a big benefit of coming together or even communicating during this Mercury retrograde. So with that energy of conjunction, it is about empowerment. And what you can see from this person is that you guys may have a certain force that combines you during this Mercury retrograde. There's something about being together that enhances your life or enhances their life in a meaningful way. Being together also is like a big strength. All right. You guys could be joining forces right now. Being together also activates something, could be activating your North Node, your destiny, your life path. There's something very intense between you and this person. You guys could have a very intense connection. You and this person definitely make really good allies. There is going to be a special concentration or focus between you and them during this Mercury retrograde. And also with this person too, I do feel like because you guys do have such an intense connection, being around each other too much or a lot could also be like very overwhelming. Okay. So there's energy of like maybe needing a little bit of a break or needing some time apart because something could have been very overwhelming. And it feels like, even though if it's a little irritating, it feels like it's overwhelming in a good way. Like there's something so intense between you and this person that you guys kind of combust when you guys are around each other too much, okay? Another big thing about this person, they do have a special tie to your fourth house, or maybe this is the theme that they're currently going through in their life right now, which is the house of their roots. So family could be a big theme or something of importance. Maybe you also connecting families could be very important as well. This person could play a big role in your family. You could play a big role in their family, or even if you have children in your children's lives or their child's life. Okay. Something about the home or finding a home or moving, renovations, something about their background could be very significant. Also, this person I feel like brings you a lot of comfort. So they are your comfort person in this lifetime, which is really nice. When someone's your comfort person, it's like you can totally relax around them. You can be vulnerable around them. Um, this is someone that I also see a lot of times that you could get really sleepy around. Like there's an energy of laziness and relaxation that this person just brings. Also, cooking could be something of importance, whether this person really likes your food or you like their food or you guys bond over food. This person is definitely going to be a big part of your inner world, is what I'm also seeing. There could be also themes of real estate that could be coming up this year between you and this person. So, again, I get this big energy of someone purchasing a home, maybe purchasing a home together, maybe getting into real estate together, maybe joining forces behind some type of business. This person, there is like a chapter in your life that either you gave shelter to this person or they gave shelter to you, whatever that may mean. Or there could be an energy of like part of this person's story, they had to get shelter. You kind of think of like refuge energy, okay, or refugee. Also, self care could be something that you guys bond over as well. There's rejuvenation that's going to be happening during this Mercury retrograde between you and them. There's also a special importance to habits. So, habit building, habit tracking, or even just trying to audit your habits, take out the bad habits and pick up more new ones, better ones, positive ones. So, definitely habits and keeping that in order could be something very significant between you two. And also, too, getting someone out of their shell, whether that is you or this person, there's an energy of getting out of your shell, getting out of your comfort zone that you could be pushing this person to do, or they're doing that for you. We have bellows that is coming out for this person as well. All right, so something is really about to ignite in your connection with them. Okay, there's a special catalyst that's about to pour out between you two that gets things going. Definitely, there's an energy of infusing. I do feel like you and this person make a really good partnership, mixing your ideas, mixing your values, mixing maybe your efforts to reach a certain goal. There definitely is effort required here. So this is not like a very easygoing connection. There's some effort that is required to get things off the ground or to get things to a better place. And that also could be something tied to habits. Okay, so that is coming up again. I do feel like there's a lot of passion between you and this person, and you guys are about to get things going, get the ball rolling towards something, whether that's deeper commitment, whether that's moving in together, whether that's starting a business. So there's something that's about to start to have a lot of progress. And I feel like there's a light being lit under you guys to get you guys going. Like the universe is pushing you to do something together. What I really like about your person as well, they did pull the heart and the mind. So this is someone who's very compassionate. They're very wise soul. All right. This person is very mindful, which is really nice. Maybe mindful about their habits, their routine, how they treat people, how they care about people, people's feelings. Also, this person is into holistic, things. So holistic healing, holistic insight, holistic practices could be a big thing between you and them. They have a great balance between intellect and emotion that you may really like. This person also is very authentic, okay? And also that comes out in their decision making. There's a wholeness or a grounded energy that this person gives off, and you guys are about to be integrated, okay? You guys are joining forces or blending your lives together. So this can mean a lot of things. Fourth house again is home, so living together. This could also be marriage. This could be blending families. Okay. So there's something that you guys are about to do together, even if it's like starting a business together. That's going to be very special. All right. So let me go ahead and pull some messages and let's see, how does this person currently feel about my pile number one? How does this person currently feel about pile number one? Give me some messages, please. Okay. Right now, we talked about this person having a good balance between intellect and also their emotions. I feel like right now, this person is really could be in their head. And I do feel like right now they're not showing their most emotional side. Okay. There is something that they are trying to have patience about here. And I feel like your person also could be very impulsive. So, let me try to get these messages out. Okay. We have the King of Swords. So this person could come off a little detached right now. And they also are being very patient for something to sprout for them or waiting for an opportunity to come by, waiting for something to be completed. Maybe they're going through a very difficult chapter right now. There's also something very impulsive in nature about this person, and they could be a little stubborn when it comes to being patient about things. So most recently, you could have seen that this person made like impulsive decisions. Maybe they did something without thinking. Maybe they said something to you without thinking it through. Okay. Also, this person could have made an impulsive purchase. So there's something very impulsive about this person, and it's almost like they're fighting their patient side. Okay. Like there's a very patient side that they are needing to adopt right now, but it's uncomfortable for them. All right. It's not their norm. They're used to things happening more easier. This person could be a go-getter or an overachiever, and they don't take no for an answer. So I feel like there's this fighting spirit that they're trying to get something done, but the universe is purposely slowing some things down for them. Okay. And through that frustration and that stubbornness, I'm seeing the Hangman here of feeling really stagnant and wanting to get going. They could have made some impulsive decisions most recently that I feel like you didn't agree with. I don't know if it was an area of disrespect or if it's just something that you feel like is not like them, that you just feel like is not for their highest good. All right, so that is what I'm seeing here. There's a struggle that this person is having about being patient for really good things to happen in their life or a very positive outcome. There's a lot of work that's required right now, and I feel like it's making them kind of cold and detached and even a little distant. Okay. So, how this person feels about you right now, they definitely see this relationship as a burden right now, okay? And not in a way that they feel like you're a burden, but it's like trying to keep up the connection, trying to maybe move forward together is their biggest challenge right now, okay? It feels like doors are not opening up for them. It feels like things are super difficult to get off the ground. Now, what this person may not see is that there is going to be a catalyst that's going to come into both of your lives that's going to allow the ball to get rolling. So, this pause is very temporary, and them needing to be super patient, maybe the most patient that they've ever been in their life, is very, very temporary. All right. Also, this person feels like they have manifested you. You could be, a wish come true or a manifestation that became reality. This person also feels like you're a very powerful manifester. What you speak turns into existence. What you desire becomes reality. Maybe you have helped them to manifest new things, new possibilities, or reach new heights in their life. And they really, really like that about you. They see you as a mystery as well. So no matter how much time you and this person took to get to know each other, you could have known each other for weeks, months, years, whatever it may be. They still feel like there's a big mystery behind you that they're really trying to uncover or they're having difficulty uncovering. There's some parts of you that mystify them. It feels magical. It feels like, I almost get this energy that you feel very ethereal. You feel almost like alien. You don't feel like you're from this, timeline, or you don't feel like you're from this planet. And there's something very interesting about how you're able to manifest, maybe even your spiritual property here, that this person is still feeling very puzzled by. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords here. So this person is gearing up to sacrifice something that has been very important to them to move forward. They feel it. They feel this impending doom that they're going to have to sacrifice a part of their life to be able to move forward with you. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like someone maybe needing to sacrifice their freedom. Maybe you guys are going to be moving in together. Okay. And someone could be a little bit of a bachelor or bachelorette. Or this could be like sacrificing maybe a job that they worked so hard, they got a ton of achievement in, but maybe it's time to move forward to something new. This could be an environment that they need to sacrifice. There's something here that this person feels like is about to end. And it's bittersweet, but they know that they cannot keep this up if they are going to be integrating with you, moving forward with you. All right. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards and see what comes out. Tell me about the 10 of Wands. Also, that sacrifice could be like certain habits, you know? So that also could be a thing. Tell me about the 10 of Wands here. Okay, so there's been a lot of stress in both of your lives that could have caused a lot of arguments as of lately. Okay. And there's this intuitive sense that you may have or that they may have that these hard times are not going to last forever. It almost feels like someone's going through a really difficult, situation or challenge, but they feel very strongly that life is about to get really good. Okay. But it just has not happened yet. There's a lot of patience that is required during this period of whoever's life. And it has caused a lot of tower moments between you two. You know, tower really is like my reality check card. It's like, you can no longer move forward like this. You really have to check yourself in whatever way that you have been disillusioned, and you have to get real. And that can be very difficult. And maybe you guys brought that out of each other. Maybe both of you had to check each other at one point or a time to really get someone to see the bigger picture here. So it feels like, even trying to fight so hard to get something to happen, get something off the ground has been super difficult, super burdensome, and extremely stressful. And this is something that this person is sitting in right now. Okay. They're having a hard time, thinking positive because it has been a very difficult challenge. All right. But also with the Magician, this gives this person an inkling that, you or them, maybe what they've learned from you, that they're able to manifest a new reality or a very positive outcome, no matter what the current circumstances may be. Tell me about that Magician, about how they currently feel about pile number one. All right, we have Justice here. And we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. So between you and this person, I feel like you guys are manifesting something that is not small, especially like the standards that you guys have for your future are very high. And you're manifesting something very powerful, very abundant, very big. Okay. This is like not someone's normal manifestation. And with that comes a level of integrity or honesty that you have to have with yourself. This is not something that you can wish upon a star and then it just magically appears. This is something that you pray for, but you also have to put in intentional action repetitively every day to get it. It's more so like a prayer to just not let anything stop you while you're chasing your dreams, okay? And I feel like that's something that this person has learned through you, is that, magic does happen and you can manifest your reality, but there's also this balance with the justice of also putting in that effort required. And because whatever you guys are manifesting, maybe together, is so large, you guys have big goals, big dreams, it requires, again, the 10 of Wands, hard work. And so right now could be very stressful, not because of like anything that's happening between you and them, but also just like trying to reach the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what the stressful part is. Something is so big, it requires so much effort. Okay. So there's a little bit of stress that is just what you guys are chasing, this big goal or this big dream that you guys are joining forces to do. You guys make a perfect team, but this is a really big, thing. It's a big company. It's like that big mansion that you want, maybe you guys are trying to create some type of, I don't know, there's a big goal here that you guys both have to achieve. And it also could have something really tied to legacy and family. So it's really a lot of pressure with that 10 of Wands, and it's been making the connection kind of stressful. All right, so something's obviously about to end that this person sees between you or their lives or how things have been going. Really, this could also be like a deep death, like a dark night of the soul, a deep death or shedding of the skin. And let's see how this person feels about that. I feel like your person was very scared about that. Okay, maybe trying to hold on to something that cannot come with them into this new chapter. But I want to know how they feel about it now. Tell me about that 10 of Swords. How does this person feel about that now? All right, they're ready. Okay, so if this person was afraid, if they were acting very stubborn, if they were having a hard time seeing the bigger picture of why something needs to be sacrificed for the big picture, I feel like now they're ready. And even though there's like some type of sacrifice with that Ten of Swords, there's also this energy of achievement. It's a big lesson learned. It's a lesson that your spirit guides have been kind of putting over your head in your orbit. And both of you are actually passing. All right. So with that World card comes big achievement. Whatever has been so hard to get off the ground, whatever has been stressful and requires so much effort than what you're used to is about to be achieved between both of you. And when you learn that lesson and when you go with the flow and you adapt to that lesson, whatever is required with that, you get blessed really bigly. Okay. This is also like a level up in your reality, upgrade. Okay. So you guys are kind of like, if this was about money, you're about to go into a different tax bracket. If this was about like family, you're about to move into that next, level. Maybe your family's going to be very prominent and hold a lot of weight. All right. So there's something being created here that you both put in a lot of effort and it has been super stressful. It has not been easy, but the hard work is going to pay off abundantly. And what I see here is that you guys very soon are going to have something to celebrate, that you guys stayed the course. A lot of you guys, this is someone with marriage potential. And so you could be getting married after you complete this hard cycle that you've been through. And there's so much abundance and so much blessings coming towards you with that. There's a big energy of fourth house energy with the Four of Wands. So again, big achievements in family and home, maybe something that you're doing for your background, for your roots. Also reaching a part of life that's very comfortable for both of you, feeling more leisurely. Okay, could be something within your inner world that you wanted to achieve. Could be something to do with real estate as well. And there's rejuvenation that's happening after a very stressful period. Rejuvenation is like going to your favorite spa and having a total spa day after a very stressful month. So think about it like that. Things are about to get rejuvenated between both of you. So let's see what this person's actions are going to be towards you during Mercury retrograde and what you can expect. Especially for those of you that feel like you guys have lost communication or lost your touch. Let's see what you can expect. What is this person's actions towards pile number 1 in the month of, oh, sorry, not in the month. Well, it is the month of July, but what are going to be their actions during Mercury retrograde? What are going to be their next actions towards pile number 1 during Mercury retrograde? Ooh, wow. Okay. Nice. All right. So I feel like this person is really getting out of their head. They could be getting out of their self-sabotage tendencies because I do have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck and we also have the Chariot. So the Chariot is really special because with all the stress that you guys have been through, and maybe there's been a lot of fumbling during this very stressful chapter, the Chariot shows that you reach a point in your life where the things that used to bother you, the things that used to set you back, you overcome them so much easier. You have built so much resilience and strength and determination that the little things that used to feel very stressful to you are like child's play. And it's very interesting because I do see that there's going to be a level up between both of you. So that also speaks about it. Like think about someone who has struggled financially and now they're moving into a season of their life where they're very abundant. The things that used to stress them out when they were struggling are not going to stress them out while they're abundant. It's so silly. Like you can laugh about it. Okay. So there's something happening between you and them with that Chariot energy. And what I see their actions are going to be during Mercury retrograde, this person is definitely going to be a big leader in this connection with the Emperor. Okay. So this is someone who takes initiative first and they're very accountable. This is someone that walks the walk and talks the talk. So whatever they say, they keep their promises on. They're going to get very serious about this connection between you two. This is someone who takes a lot of responsibility here. Okay, so even if it's been stressful to try to divide responsibility between each other, I feel like this person is ready to take on more of a responsibility here. This person could be becoming a breadwinner in your dynamic as well, okay, with the Emperor. If you guys have children, this person could be stepping up and really showing responsibility of being a father figure or even, a very strong mother figure if it's a feminine. But yeah, I just see that this person, if they have been slacking, if they have some habits that you haven't liked, if they've been very impulsive lately, there's a lot of accountability and responsibility behind that. And I just see this person becoming way more responsible and becoming a big leader. We also have the Six of Pentacles here. So you'll see that this person is going to be way more generous towards you. If they've been holding out for a while through stress, if they haven't had a lot of time, I feel like this person is going to be more generous with their actions. They're going to be more generous with, acts of service. They'll be more generous with their money. They're going to be more generous with their affection, with their time. Okay. So you're getting a very generous energy from this person during Mercury retrograde. And your angel message for you and this person, we have the leap of faith, which is Fool card energy in Archangel Metatron. And it says, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and do what gives you joy. And I'm going to read that for you. All right, let's see. All right, leap of faith. Archangel Metatron brings you this card to encourage you to take a leap of faith. You are fully empowered to follow a new path in life that is full of excitement and wonder. The opportunities for evolution and growth are truly unlimited if you'll just have faith in yourself and believe in your dreams. You have only to take the first step to find yourself on the way to a happier new life. Your angels and guides will send helpful people to assist you as long as you go along. You're encouraged to be proactive in researching whatever information is required. Don't let a lack of experience or self-confidence hold you back. You are meant to have the joy you seek. Additional meanings of this card: being self-assured and believing in yourself, childlike innocence, unending curiosity, and the joy of life, courage, and following your heart. Archangel Metatron is a loving and protective guide to young or highly sensitive people. He can help you free yourself from situations that no longer serve you. Metatron can also give you the courage and confidence to make important changes in your life. Call upon this archangel when you wish to get in touch with the child that is within you or release old fears that are holding you back. All right, so pile number one, that is your message. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please like the video before you go. Comment down below. Let me know what resonated for you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We would love to have you here with the family. And yeah, I will see you guys next time in our next reading. I love you guys. All right, bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. All right, guys. So this is going to be, of course, about the person, your specific person, or the person who's been thinking about you and how they feel about you during Mercury retrograde and what actions they could be taking. Okay. So to start, I do have some zodiac signs that could be your sign or the person that we're going to be talking about. We have Sagittarius, we have Aquarius, we have Scorpio, and also Cancer. So that could be your sign that I'm speaking to or the person that we're covering today. And what's interesting about your person, by the way, they did pull the card of Gemini, which is the sign of the butterfly. And they also pulled the Virgo sign as well, which is a sign of the alchemist. So with that being said, if your person is a Gemini or if you are a Gemini, you definitely want to check out pile number 3. And if your person is a Virgo or you're a Virgo, then maybe check out pile number 1 as well. Okay. But nonetheless, your person could be a Gemini or a Virgo, or they could carry this personality, these characteristics during this time. All right. So we have Gemini. Feels like your person could be someone who's super curious, and they usually have really great communication. They could be a little versatile. They are flexible and variety seeking. They are very social and collaborative. They could be brilliant. They are perceptive. They're connected. They could be very vocal. They could be adaptive. This person has some type of street smarts about them. They also are mobile, so whatever that may mean to you. Okay, this person really is into like movement, whether that's moving their body, whether that's like bouncing around, going from place to place, travel. This person could be studious. They could come off a little superficial. They may be restless and even fidgety about something that has to deal with you during this Mercury retrograde, maybe having to say something, get something off their chest, okay? They also have the energy of Virgo, as we said. So I feel like your person could be methodical. They are aligned. They could be ritualistic, efficient, and insightful. This person has a healthy nature about them, or they could be a health nut. They are dutiful, or they really do enjoy acts of service. They could be discerning. They could have a witchy energy or just a very spiritual energy about them. They are pure and refined. This person could be accurate. This person could be solitary, okay? So they could be a little introverted, but it does make a contradiction to that Gemini energy as well. So maybe this person goes from like they bounce from being extroverted, and then they also have some times or days where they may be introverted. This person is a curator. They're critical. They could be a little nervous, and they come off as a perfectionist as well. All right. Your person is pulling the rider. So I definitely feel like this person is coming towards you urgently. This talks about this person being a messenger. There goes that energy of movement that we just talked about them being mobile. This person has a message for you. This person could be in between travels, or they could be traveling towards you. They're bringing you some news. They're coming in like a visitor. They have something to deliver to you. This person could be very goal oriented, or they have a specific goal that they could be chasing between you and them. This person may feel like they're getting the green light during Mercury retrograde to deliver you a message or just to come towards you. There will be progress between you and them during Mercury retrograde, and they're coming towards you full speed ahead. So this is a very exciting pile, okay? We also have geese here. So again, there's this energy of this person being having a specific goal at hand when it comes to, you, and they could be on a quest for that. There's migration here. This person could be in the season of relocating. So whether that's relocating for jobs, or maybe they're going to be moving soon. There's something more dependable about this person during Mercury retrograde that maybe they haven't been before. This person knows what they want right now or where they're going. They feel like they don't want to leave this connection behind. There's a cycle that could be opening up between you and them. And there's something very faithful about them keeping their word or their promise. Okay, so that's what we have here. So let's see how this person feels about you at this time. Give me some messages for pile number 2. How does this person feel about pile number 2 during Mercury retrograde? How do they feel about pile number 2 during Mercury retrograde? Give me some messages. All right, we have the King of Pentacles. We have the Devil, okay? All right, what else is here? And we also have Temperance. All right. Okay, so we have the High Priestess and the Magician. Definitely this person has manifested you into their life. And even if there's some irritations right now, or maybe they're feeling like, you could be kind of like there's something about you that's very admirable or respectable. So you could be really pressuring, and not that you're intentionally doing this, but just by being around you or wanting to be with you, there's a pressure to get their shit in order, right? So they feel like they manifested you, but maybe there could be a little bit of irritation when it comes to feeling the pressure of getting their shit together. And even though they may feel like this is a very challenging connection, intuitively they know that you're the one. Okay, so we have the High Priestess here, and we also have the Magician. This person has been very reserved about their feelings for you, but I feel like that's about to change in this month of July as we're going through this Mercury retrograde in Cancer. All right, so how does this person currently feel about you? They feel about you the King of Pentacles. All right, so they definitely feel like you have really high standards, and this is something that they may not be used to. Maybe their ex or the person that they dealt with before you did not have these standards. They didn't have to rise so high. There's something very respectable about you, how you carry yourself, your mannerisms, okay? Also, your reputation could precede you. A lot of people have a lot of positive things to say about you. People could talk really highly about you. Even their friends talk really highly about you. Their family could talk really highly about you. So there's something very honorable, and there's something also very regal about your spirit. with you, they feel like you really have your shit together. This could be like responsibility wise, this could be like financially, career wise, even like your values when it comes to your future or your family. And it really makes this person a little insecure because they may feel like they do not meet that. And there's a lot more that they have to work on. When you like see someone who really has their shit together, you start to think about all the ways that you don't have your shit together. And you're like, oh my God, like I need to be doing better. I need to be waking up earlier. I need to be going to bed on time. I need to be eating better. I need to be working out. I need to be going after my goals. So there's something here where this person really respects about you, that they see the insecurities within themselves, that they're not meeting that bar. And it could have been very challenging for this person because even being the Virgo energy, this is someone who's a perfectionist. This is also someone who's very critical of themselves. Okay. So, when they see someone who's almost perfect, and it really shines maybe where they may be missing out or what they need to work on. All right. So I do see that with the King of Pentacles. I also see that with the Devil, because the Devil are negative feelings or negative thoughts. There could be insecurities that are really, rising to the top here. Also with the Devil, there could have been something that this person was very angry about you with, or they could have even been jealous about something, but they're realizing now that that's not their own self. That could be like the Devil whispering, because the Devil always whispers negative things about you and negative things about other people. So sometimes when you feel negatively towards a certain situation or a circumstance, it's beyond you. It's not even your true self. It's not of your highest self. So that could be a big realization that this person is realizing. They could have been angry or upset about something, and they're realizing that, maybe they need to look at it a different way. And maybe this anger is coming from a lower vibration. All right. With that Devil. Also with that Devil too, there has been some very intense emotions and desires when it comes to you. This person could be a little obsessed, okay? They could be very infatuated with you. They could be a little possessive over you. They may feel like you are theirs. There's also a high sexual desire that they have for you during this Mercury retrograde as well, that they can't deny. Now, we do have Temperance here. So this person feels like when they are around you or when they're connected to you, you do bring them some peace in their life, especially if they're having disharmonious moments. And with the Temperance, this is angel energy. So they may feel like you are, you have saved them in a way. They feel like you are a good Samaritan. You're a good person in their life, especially if they are surrounded by people with that Devil energy that are negative influences. You really give a positive here. There's an energy of polarities, This could be someone who maybe was not going about their life in the most of their highest good when they met you. And the way that you're able to really sorry about that. The way that you're able to forge ahead and you have accomplished a lot and you have this maturity or wisdom about yourself, and that you're an upstanding citizen, you really make great intentions out there. It has caused them to look at themselves in a mirror. Okay. 1 second, guys. My mom keeps calling me. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. My mom just kept calling, so I just need to answer that really quickly. But yeah, there's an energy of balance that you give to this person. If they've been feeling very stressed, if they've been feeling like not at peace, you give them a sense of calm. You also, too, with that Temperance gives me like baby steps. Okay. So you also have taught this person, or you're teaching them, that even though they may aspire to be like you, there's a process to that. It's not something that happens overnight, and do not force yourself to be something that you're not. It takes baby steps to get there little by little. Okay. So what makes your relationship or your connection with this person so difficult is that there could be a drastic difference in maybe where you are in life and where this person is in life. Could also be how you carry yourself and how this person has carried themselves in the past. Also, you face them to like look in the mirror and see maybe the not so nice things about themselves. And it has been really tough, but it also feels like it's a necessity. This person feels like it's what it needs. And also with that Rider, in the geese energy being here, this person wants you in their life, okay? But there has been some insecurities that have made it very difficult to be around you in the past. So I'm feeling like this person is really ready to face their fears, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify the King of Pentacles. Oops. Also, because this person carries the traits of Gemini, and this is like variety seeking, they could have tried to see what things would be like with someone else. And what they found is that they really got accustomed to someone who holds them accountable and someone who challenges them. And so if they did venture off and date someone else or deal with someone else for a short period of time, it just really wasn't as magnetic as they feel towards you. All right. And it also just intensified their feelings of maybe obsession or infatuation. Tell me about the King of Pentacles for how they feel about pile number 2. Ooh, I don't know if y'all heard my stomach. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have Justice here as well. You know, there's not a lot that this person can get away with you. You hold them accountable, like right off the bat. You don't let little things slide. With that King of Pentacles, you know, you hold yourself to a certain manner and respect that if this person does something, even if it's the littlest thing, you're not allowing it to slide. This person has to have balance with you. You know, if this person is not showing up for you the way that you're showing up for them, that is going to be a problem. Or if this person does something that you feel like is disrespectful, they have to be held accountable to that. And so I feel like this person is used to people allowing them to get away with things, or people just feeling like they're going to deal with them no matter how they treat them. And so there's been a lot of like facing the mirror that you have, you know, placed before this person that has made it very difficult for them to really sit with themselves. And I'm seeing that with the Justice. Okay. So it's almost like every time that this person does something that you know is a sign of, you know, no respect or disrespect, you're taking them to court. And it could frustrate this person that they have to keep showing up to court over and over again. And they keep having to get, you know, judged, and they're getting consequences. But this is part of your high standards and what you're not going to allow. All right. And you're just showing this person that you hold yourself to a much different standard than what they're used to. They also feel too that a lot of your prosperity and abundance, and if you're doing really well in your career, if you're able to do really well financially, if you're having this really great reputation, they may have thought in the past that this was because of luck, that things just come easier to you, that your life may just be more easygoing. But I think that during this Mercury retrograde, there may be communication where you translate to this person that that's not true. You've had struggles just like everyone. You face challenges just like everyone. People try to tear down your name. You've made mistakes, and that's not true. But you have worked effortlessly. I mean, not effortlessly. You have worked really hard to make sure that you can maintain what you feel like makes you comfort, to have the comfort around you at this time, whether that's financially, whether that's your role or your status in your career, whether that's within your family, whether that's within your community. You have worked really hard for your name to be as prominent as it is. Okay. So I don't know. There's a lot of excuses this person has made in the past, and I feel like they're coming out of that now. Tell me about the Devil. Okay, so one thing that really bothers this person is the amount of attention that you get. This could be on social media, this could be out and about. They have very negative feelings towards this. Okay, they could get very jealous, is what I'm seeing, because you have the Six of Wands. Again, you just have a really nice position in your life. But I also feel like it's not just by luck. You have done the work and you were able to afford yourself this very abundant life, or you were able to afford yourself a lot of recognition, a great reputation, a leadership role, maybe great financial standing. So this is not just luck or something that was handed to you. And with that comes a lot of attention or recognition. And I feel like this person gets super jealous about that. So if there's anything, maybe during Mercury retrograde where you're getting recognized, or maybe people are giving you a lot of attention. This person is seeing it and is fueling their obsession. Okay. There's also a lot of negative feelings that this person feels of just feeling unfulfilled without you. All right. Their life feels kind of dull and mundane without you. And it's really going to push this person to get up and chase after what they feel like is missing, which is you. Tell me about temperance here. All right. With temperance, this person has felt like you, okay, what am I getting with this? That devil energy is very strong. It's kind of taking over the reading. And how can I explain this? This person definitely has been in a transition when they met you. So I'm pretty sure you experienced a lot of mistakes that they've made that have disappointed you. But you have been their hero, or you have been a big support system during this transition. You have helped them out of a rut or a hard time. And there's negative feelings about that, okay? There's negative feelings about being helped. There's negative feelings about like all that you have given to them that they may feel like they can never repay you for. And I don't know, there's just like there's this pain that this person feels, feeling like they have maybe burdened you, or they didn't meet you at your level, they have inconvenienced you in some way. Even when you have helped them, they have disappointed you. So there's a lot of guilt here, okay? And this person does see you as their dream person. So for a lot of them, when they met you or when they came into this connection with you, they felt like this was very far-fetched. They could have felt like this was something that they could not reach. What they do not know, or the mindset that this person needs to have, is that if you guys were able to connect, if the universe brought both of you into each other's lives, then this is a part of their future. Like they can become the King of Pentacles. They can become the Queen of Pentacles. They can get their act together. They can get their shit together. They can get their finances together, their career together. They can redeem their reputation, their social standing, if that's a problem. And I feel like this person chooses to focus on the negative versus the positive, like not seeing how this could be a blessing that helps them, or maybe meeting someone of this stature means that you can achieve it too. And so this person sees you as a dream person. They feel like you also are a big part of their fulfillment in life. And I feel like this person struggles to find what else fulfills them. Like, of course, you're a big part of it, but like, are there other passions that they could have that fulfill them? Are there goals that they need to make and take effort towards that to fulfill them? Do they need to heal some parts of themselves to feel fulfilled? So that is a struggle that this person still has to this day. Okay. And they think about this and it makes them feel kind of bad. But I do see that this person's coming towards you. So let's see what their next actions are going to be towards you. 1 second. It's like this person could be going through it, but they have to choose better. They have to choose better. Like, to get out of the struggle, you stop choosing the struggle. Does that make sense? That may not make sense for everyone, but for your person, it feels like, okay, yeah, that resonates. Like they got to stop going back to things that deplete them, things that influence them, things that stagnate them. Okay. They got to choose better, right? And do not ruin your opportunities. If the universe sends you a really great person such as you, like, go for it. Be adaptable, and be changeable. Work with it. Don't work against it. All right. So with that being said, let's see what this person's next actions are going to be towards you. Give me some messages, please. What is this person's next actions during Mercury retrograde towards pile number 2? All right. I see that this person's going to battle with indecision for a while. So this person may not come to you towards the very end of Mercury retrograde, or it could even be the shadow period after, okay, that I think lasts until like August 9th. All right. So we have the Two of Swords here. There's a lot of indecision. There's a lot of back and forth. This person could also be relying on other people's opinions and advice instead of just following their heart. So they could have friends that are maybe telling them, if this upsets you so much, then just move on, let it go. Or they could have a friend that says, wait for them to reach out to you, right? But they still are not taking even that advice because something feels wrong about that. So it's like this battle of the mind. There's a lot of indecision here. There's also a fear of facing this situation, facing you, maybe a fear of confrontation with the Two of Swords here, okay? And again, there's this energy of variety seeking. So they could be searching for something to replace, but what I'm getting with that is that no, you're irreplaceable. There's nothing or no one that can replace that fulfillment that they get with you. And they're going to come to that conclusion. So towards the end of Mercury retrograde, they will have the clarity. They'll be able to find to face the truth. That Justice card is coming out, facing the truth, having integrity, being honest with yourself. And they will have sudden clarity that shows like, hey, you're not going to be able to get over this. You're not going to be able to avoid it. So face it. And I do see a conversation that's going to be had between you two. This could be a very, intense conversation where there could be a lot of blunt truths that are shared. This could be a very serious conversation. It doesn't feel all lovey-dovey, but nonetheless, I do see a conversation being had. All right, tell me about this Ace of Swords. Lots of spying in between that time, okay? Lots of spying. And lots of jealousy as well is what I'm getting. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. All right, Four of Swords. This person has to take some time for themselves and recover from whatever has been hurting them, whether they're disappointed in themselves, whether they feel like they failed, whether they are hurt emotionally, if they have healing to do. There's a lot of reflection and really having to face the truth about themselves and this connection and what they need to do next, what actions they need to take next. So I see that with the Four of Swords here. Your person could be more sensitive than you are, even if they're in the wrong, and they just need time to themselves to figure that out. And I do see with the World card that there is going to be closure between you two, and that could lead to, maybe a cycle, because we do have the geese here that talks about something being a cycle. And also faithfulness. So maybe keeping their word about what they're going to do next with you. But ultimately, I also feel like that's up to you, whether you are interested in that and seeing if this person will keep their word or if you're done. Because the World card can also be endings and closing out something and moving on to the next. Okay. But with the World card as well for your person, they are actually understanding a lesson that has been weighing heavy on them for a while. So there could be the ending of that, and there could be change of behavior and habits because of that as well. Okay. So keep that in mind. And also let me get you a message from your angels that you need to know during this Mercury retrograde. Okay. What's interesting is that we have the King of Gabriel, and I believe that this is the King of Pentacles as well. So there's a very big energy about you and the type of person you are. So this could be a message for you. Okay. So this is someone who is generous. This is someone who is inspirational, dramatic, and driven. It says, keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. Okay. And let me read that for you. All right, the King of Gabriel. Situations. This is all about the big picture. There's a great deal to be done, but your job is to come up with the grand vision. Leave the details to someone else. You can take risks because you have the experience and know-how to do success. What? You can take risks because you have the experience and the know-how to do so successfully. Those around you expect and want you to take the lead. That's like this person wanting you to reach out first, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Let your enthusiasm and natural charm shine through. Creativity is the key to a successful endeavor. People, a magnetic and determined leader, someone with broad vision who can motivate people to greatness. I feel like you have tried to do that with this person. Someone who is inspirational, generous, forceful, ingenious, dramatic, driven, and enthusiastic. Additional meanings of this card: an investor with morals, genuine concern for the welfare of all, setting an example in unexpected money. This definitely was a message for you. Let's see if we can get a message about this person before we go. Any message for this person that we're covering for pile number 2 during Mercury retrograde? Oh, okay. So there's this big message about whatever this person feels insecure about that you are already displaying. They can achieve that too. They have to believe in themselves. They have to get out of their insecurities. They have to have self-value. And you coming into their life means that this is a potential for them to rise to that occasion. Once someone is able to really understand that, and maybe if you guys have this conversation, that could be something you translate to them, but it's showing here. And of course, you are pulling the King of Gabriel or the King of Pentacles, but this person can meet you halfway and be that soulmate to be the Queen of Gabriel or the Queen of Pentacles. So it's just so funny that this came out for your person. All right. So this is someone who is passionate, charming, and brilliant. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Okay. How crazy is that this message came out? All right. So let's go ahead and read that. Situations, you can do anything right now. You may not fully grasp how wonderful you are, but those around you definitely see it. It's time to believe in yourself. Your kind eagerness to help others in their lives will attract people willing to do the same for you. People, a very charming person whom everyone likes, someone who is able to balance all aspects of his or her life with ease and grace, passionate, independent, friendly, beautiful, popular, busy, confident, brilliant, and unwavering. Additional meanings of this card: following through on advice you receive, okay? Going after what you want, experiencing excellent health. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that this helped. If anything resonated for you, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We'd love to have you be a part of the family. And with that being said, guys, I love you and I'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. All right, guys. So we are covering this person that could be thinking about you during Mercury retrograde, their current feelings for you, and also their next actions towards you. What are their likely actions towards you during this Mercury retrograde? All right. I do have some zodiac signs of this person, or maybe this could be your zodiac sign. So we have Libra, Gemini, Taurus, and Leo. And your person is pulling the 9th house of seeking. And they're also pulling Pisces, the mystic. So if this person is a Pisces or if you're a Pisces, definitely check out pile number 1 as well. Okay. All right. So with the 9th house of seeking, I feel like this person is definitely seeking out some more adventure in their life during this time, during this season. They could be really into traveling right now, foreign travel. They definitely have a sense of adventure or thrill seeking. This person could be also trying to educate themselves. So this could be like going back to school. This could be taking certain classes. This could be reading, researching, things like that. This person could be changing some of their beliefs or what their faiths are, like what they have a lot of faith in. Also, their customs could be changing as well. This person could be on a deep spiritual quest at this time. This person also is very aspirational. Okay, so they have high aspirations and lots of things on their bucket list that they want to complete before they leave this earth. This person also could be into journalism. So that could be like research or covering topics of the world. This person could be very religious or spiritual. This person could have a guru-like nature. So based off of their wisdom, experiences, and their knowledge, or even what they're learning, they may end up teaching people about this later on in life. Or this person has taught you a thing or two as well. Okay. One second, guys. I keep getting phone calls during this reading. All right, guys. So sorry about the distractions and the start and pause. But the last thing that I wanted to say about this card is the ninth house. I'm sorry, this card, the ninth house of seeking, is that your person also could be a huge risk taker as well, or they could be taking more risks during this season of Mercury retrograde. All right. Your person also has Pisces, the mystic. So they do have a nature similar to that of a Pisces, or they could be a Pisces as well. And this person, what that means is that this person is very imaginative. They could be very fantasy driven right now, which could be prompting them to seek out new things or new possibilities. This person could have a compassionate nature. They have an energy of healing. They could be going through some healing right now, or they have a healing vibe to them or energy. This person could be empathetic. They come off as mystical and adoring. They could have a little bit of a magical vibe to them. This person also could be in the energy of receptivity, allowing things to happen instead of pushing it away or resisting. There's a dreamy nature to this person. This person could be spiritual. They're emotional. They also could be a little bit of an escapist as well. This person could come off a little impractical sometimes, really like, what that means is like a little delusional, okay? But that could also be their way of manifesting. This person has a self-pitying vibe as well to them. They could be, you know what that is. And last but not least, this person could be a little illogical during this season of Mercury retrograde. All right. The other cards that your person is pulling, we have the letter. So do expect a message from this person during Mercury retrograde. They could be writing to you, communicating. They'll send an email or maybe some mail. This person could be taking notes right now, maybe trying to figure out what they want to say. All right. So you will be getting some type of contact from this person. It does feel like they're going to be reaching out. And what's even more interesting is that we have the race card here. So there's something that's prompting this person to get going. They may feel like the pressure is on to communicate with you. It could be one of those energies like Knight of Swords, or like having a sudden breakthrough and needing to make contact. Or this could even be similar to like feeling like the door is about to close, okay? Feeling like they're about to miss an opportunity. There's something urgent that this person feels about you. They want to do it now. They could be taking action. They're going to be very bold about this. They're doing this with speed. They have a goal that they want to achieve that deals with you. They could be breaking limits here, living a little bit fast. We have that risk taker energy coming out again, and they're very determined. So feels like your person may be reaching out to you the quickest out of all the piles, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull some messages and see what this person's current feelings are for you right now. All right, tell me about this person and what are their feelings for pile number 3 during Mercury retrograde? What can you tell me? What are their feelings for pile number 3 during Mercury retrograde? All right, we have the 8 of Swords coming out. We have the Death card. And we have the Empress here as well, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So this person is very, very curious about you right now and what you have going on and what you're doing and who you're doing it with. There's an excitement that this person may feel. There could be a certain, there could be a certain surge of energy or motivation that they have to contact you. Okay. And there's like, I don't know, this is like excitable energy. So they're very excited about something. This person may feel very positive at this time. They may feel very optimistic. This person may feel like they're able to come towards you with a level of authenticity that they may not have had before. Okay, confirmation. Also, too, with that sun, there's a playful attitude that they could come towards you with, right? And I don't know how that makes you feel because there's a page here and there's also the sun, which is very youthful energy. So, how this person may come to you may be in a humorous way or very joking or playful. And I wonder how that makes you feel. Like, do you feel like they should come towards you a little bit more seriously? All right. I also see that too with that Pisces energy of escapism, the sun, and also the devil that I'm seeing behind the sun. This person definitely has been getting lifted. Okay. So, whatever that means, they could be really exploring some vices, whether that's like smoking too much or drinking too much. I definitely do see that in this pile with your person. All right. So you may get like that drunk text from this person during Mercury retrograde. That's for some of you. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords here. So this person feels like they keep self sabotaging something that could be really good or has great potential. There's something that this person feels like a victim to their own circumstances, where it makes it really hard for them to just do the right thing or to come towards you or even to communicate. And they know this about themselves. They know that they are kind of putting themselves in this bubble, and they have been avoiding maybe confrontation or just coming towards you and saying something. Because they have spent a lot of times, missing some opportunities with you, they could feel like this connection could be coming to an end with the death card. They may feel like you could be moving on, that you may have already mourned them in some type of way. You already dealt with the disappointment, you dealt with the heartache, and now you're on to the next. Okay. This person also feels like you have had a glow up since the last time they seen you or dealt with you. They may feel like you have shed your old skin. You have a new identity now. There's something like stranger energy. They feel like you're a stranger. They feel like, they knew you in the past, but who you have become is someone that is very unfamiliar. And it's almost like an awkwardness to just slide back in because it feels like there's this level of discomfort now. Okay. And last but not least, we have the Empress here. So this person has been talking really positively about you. They've been putting you on a pedestal, giving you your props behind the scenes. They see you as someone who's very abundant. There's some nostalgia connected to when this person was around you and how abundant their life was. Because I always see the Empress or the Emperor as someone who they're really valuable to have as a connection, because the blessings and the gifts and the abundance that kind of follows them rubs off onto anyone who's within their proximity. So there's something that this person could be remembering about how life was really good, or they got really lucky, or life was very prosperous when they were connected to you. And they do have a lot of good things to say about that. They also see you as someone who's very nurturing. You have a caregiver type of vibe to you. Okay. So you really care and you put your all in all of your efforts, and you really take time to really grow things that start in your life. And that's within, like, maybe your career. You have grown it so much because you've been nurturing it. That could be your passions, your hobbies, whatever you've evolved in. That could be your spirituality. That could be with your family. They could see this with your friends. And this also involves them. Okay. So they do feel like you have nurtured them in a way and maybe helped them to even see their highest potential. All right. So let's clarify the Eight of Swords here. How does this person feel, the Eight of Swords, about pile number 3? All right. So this person knows that to move forward with you, there has to be a level of structure, or they have to take on a more traditional way of doing things to have forward movement with you. And that's where this person self sabotages. Structure can be like discipline. Someone who wants to maybe be on their health journey, and they need to start eating, they need to structure their diet, their nutrition, they need to structure themselves to maybe having more movement in their life. But there could be the self-sabotage, where it's like you're trying to make progress, or you have the intention to, but you're just choosing the wrong things that do not align with that journey. So this is definitely like someone who has led a very unconventional life, and they have had a level of a lot of freedoms where they really don't answer to anyone, and they could let their life just do as it may. But with you, things have to change. There's some rules in place. There's some principles in order. And I see that because we have the Hierophant here. Now, this person also feels like you are someone who has great marriage potential. You are wifey material or your hubby material. And that's something that sticks with them. We have the Fool here as well. So there is also thoughts of like not knowing that they would like you so much, because the Fool sometimes can talk about trying new things. So I'm pretty sure that when this person met you, you are not their usual type or not usually what they would go for, but they ended up falling for you so hard. Okay. And again, there's an energy where this person has a hard time prioritizing you because they don't want to lose their freedoms. They may not want to lose being single. They may not want to lose, what they believe will take away maybe time with friends or because we have that ninth house of seeking, their energy to explore, to do something different. So it feels like commitment is a big, like, it's troubling for this person. They have a hard time committing to greater things. And that has really stagnated your connection. Tell me how they feel about the death card here. All right, we have the Knight of Swords that I talked about a little bit earlier. And I told you how this card feels like the last moment to strike or the last moment before the door closes, before you're about to miss an opportunity. It's the energy of getting a breakthrough and then making decisive action. So I see that this person could be having some type of breakthrough revelation that they're going to lose you or that you're going to move on, and that is prompting them to come towards you very urgently with that race car energy. All right. We also have the Queen of Wands here. So there's something very magnetic about your aura, your presence that's really drawing this person in. They also see you as someone who's not going to chase after them. So they do know and they do understand that this will be some action that they have to take towards you. Okay. But something about this glow up that you've had recently, you are dazzling them. Okay. Or yeah, you're bedazzling them is what I'm getting. You definitely have a magnetic aura to you right now. This person can't take their eyes off of you and they feel like, they feel pulled to come towards you and very quickly. All right. Tell me about the Empress. Again, I just see that this person, they do have a level of authenticity to them. They are not the type of person that's bad mouthing you, even if you guys are not speaking right now. They are actually saying really, really positive truths about you. They're keeping it real with people. If people say, hey, why are you and pile number three not together? Why are you guys not dealing with each other? They're like, hey, I've effed up, or I'm not manning up, or I'm not womaning up. I'm not taking it seriously. I won't commit. So they're being very honest. And that's very rare these days because a lot of times people will come up with fabrications to appease them. And so it's interesting, even with that Pisces energy, there's that self-pitying, which is the Eight of Swords here of self-sabotage. But I do feel like when it comes to you, this person is keeping it honest. Okay. And we have that with the Ace of Swords, just being very blunt about the truth of what could have happened between you two. And this person is very, very inspired by you, or they admire you greatly. We have the card of pride. So there's a lot of pride here that this person has when they reference you and when they speak of you. They speak really highly. They put you on a pedestal. There's no shame in their game of bigging you up. Okay, so those are their feelings. Let's see what actions they could be taking towards you during Mercury retrograde. All right, so this person for pile number three, what actions will they be taking next towards my pile number three? What actions will this person be taking next during Mercury retrograde to pile number three? What can you tell me? They're coming in. All right. They're coming in with love. They're pursuing you romantically. And again, there's something about your identity, the fact that you're not chasing, that you know who you are, you're standing tall and confident. It really draws them in really quickly. We have the Knight of Cups here, and we also have the Queen of Wands, okay? So something about your aura, your confidence right now is really drawing this person in. It feels like this person is coming towards you with romance. They want to pursue you romantically again. They want to court you. They want to see where things go, okay? So I do see that with that Knight of Cups. Is there anything that they should be warned about with this energy? It just tells you to keep your standards high. Like, do not lower your standards for this person. And also, too, because you do come off as like caregiver, caretaker energy, you definitely want to make sure that you're not overcompensating. Like, know your value and don't give too much of yourself. Don't give too much of your services, your time, to overcompensate. If you are excited that this person is coming towards you, stand in your standards. Okay, don't lower your standards. Let them continue to chase, let them to continue to court you. All right, so there's a big message about that. And if they're coming towards you and certain principles and values don't align to yours, do not fold on that. Like, stand firm on what you want, because you can have what you want in this situation. All right. I feel like it's time for this person to give a little. All right. Let me tell you a message from your angels that they want you to know during this Mercury retrograde. You have the card of solutions, and I believe this is temperance. Okay. And we have Archangel Zadkiel here. And this card says success that comes from objective compromise, okay? Self-control and patience for giving and healing energy. I really feel like compromise is needed on this person's part to, they're having a hard time letting go of some freedoms. But if you want what you want and you desire this outcome with you, then compromise is needed, because I'm pretty sure that you have had to compromise some things to even deal with this person. So now it's their time to give a little. All right, so solutions. Archangel Zadkiel is working with you to find the perfect balance. The key to success right now is in moderation and compromise. If you're feeling stressed out, this card counsels you to take a deep breath and ask your angels and guides for assistance. Self-control and patience are called for in order to create the successful outcome you're hoping for. Consider the ideas of others and try to see their point of view. Diversity of thought can bring forth the strongest possible course of action. Reconciliation of opposing views or viewpoints is very likely now if you approach all parties with a forgiving and fair attitude. Additional meanings of this card: a balanced approach, perfect orchestration, creative solutions through compromise, and healing energy. Archangel Zadkiel is the angel of memory. He can help you remember facts or aspects of situations that you may have forgotten. He is also the angel of forgiveness. Call upon Zadkiel to help when you need to regain a balanced point of view regarding others or your own past experiences. All right, so I see a lot of healing for you, pile number 3, and I also see forgiveness and compromise, which I think is a great outcome to have. So looking forward to that for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video before you go. Comment down below. Let me know what resonated for you. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I would love to have you join the family. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in your next pick a card. I love you so much. And until next time, bye.